I would put the finger condoms on my fingers and I put a little polysporin on there. Sorry. And I would leave them on there overnight so that it would heal my fingers. So the next morning I get up, I take the finger condoms, I put them on the night table, and I forget to throw them out. Well, didn't one of my wife's sisters actually happen to wander in there, and she sees these 10 tiny condoms with polysporin in it, which actually looks like sperm. And I can overhear her calling her other sister saying, "Holy shit, Dan must like to fuck a lot, and he's got a really small dick." Now here's another gross story. The guy that I work with, he was telling me that a friend of his likes to fuck girls in their armpits. I ain't never heard. I'm like, that can't be true. Anybody? I didn't think so. So, I actually got to meet this guy. My buddy, he's like, we're going golfing, and the armpit fucking guy's gonna be there. I'm like, awesome. So I walk up to him, and I mean, obviously I'm not shy. I'm wondering, like, this guy fucks armpits. I can ask him about it. So I'm like, what's this I hear you like to have sex with armpits? I'm like, does it need to be shaved, or do you like them to kind of grow it out a bit so it's a little bit more, bushy? He looks at me with this look like I'm an idiot. Shaved, of course. I'm like, oh, sorry, my bad. I don't know the etiquette with the armpit fucking, I'm sorry. And believe it or not, I have another armpit story. So sometimes if I'm off work for like a week, I might not shower, I just kind of, let things get a little stinky. And my armpits actually kind of smell like vagina. And I'm sniffing and I'm like, I don't know if I should be grossed out or turned on right now. And I was grossed out, just in case you're wondering. Now, I hear women say that they like to have sex as much as men. I'm not saying you don't, but I'm saying if you go downtown to any major city, you're gonna see women or men dressed like women selling sex to men. You're not gonna see a bunch of fit guys in their Speedos pimping themselves out, hot women coming up and saying, excuse me, sir, how much for you to eat my pussy? It doesn't happen. And I get it. I mean, we use them, abuse them, and then 9 months later, there's potentially something that weighs 8 to 10 pounds coming out. If I knew that if I had sex and 9 months later a bowling ball might shoot out of my ass, I probably wouldn't like sex as much as I do either. It's not going to get any better, guys, sorry. So, anybody here with their spouse, do you guys ever like to do like any little bets? Like whether it's on a game or you're doing an activity, but instead of betting money, you bet like oral, right? I don't know if anybody's ever done that, but I mean, it kind of spices things up. It's fun, right? So Trish comes home one day and she's like, hey honey, listen, I got a bet for you. I'm like, okay, what is it? She's like, I think we should try and see who can tie the most cherry stems with their tongue. Okay, we can do that. I'm like, what, give it a week and then at the end of the week we'll see who can do more? I'm like, what's the bet? She goes, you win, I'll give you a blowjob. If I win, you gotta go down on me. Okay, sounds good to me. So man, I trained for like the entire week. I am like a cherry stem tying expert. We get together, I got these cherry stems, I'm fucking knocking them out, boom, boom, boom. 10 minutes later, I've done like 100 of these cherry stems. I'm like, hell yeah. Trish goes, she's just like 20. I'm like, oh baby, get ready. She's like, well, it's like, why don't we go double or nothing? I'm like, well, what do you mean? She goes, well, not only will I go down on you, but I'll swallow. Which has never happened, just so you know, Elwood. It's never happened. So I'm thinking, okay, what? What now? She's like, well, why don't we have a popsicle licking contest? Okay, no problem. We'll see how many popsicles you can lick down in, say, 10 minutes? Sure. Same thing, train for a week. Comes to the popsicle licking, I grab mine, I'm going crazy. I don't know if I did 7 or 8. I'm doing pretty good. Trish grabs it, she just takes the one, and she's slowly licking it up and down, very erotic. I'm not even paying attention at the time, I'm just watching her lick this popsicle, imagining what she's gonna have to do to me. So sure enough, I win again. And she's like, okay, tell you what, one more bet. And if you win this one, I'll give you anal. I'm thinking, what's going on here? Like, really? What is it? She's like, well, we're going to do all these Jell-O shots in these little cups. And we're going to see who can slurp the most out of them. No problem. Again, a week goes by, I'm practicing like crazy, slurping Jell-O down. Day comes, Trish goes, okay, I'm going first. No problem. So she bangs through like 10 or 15 of these Jell-O shots, and then she brings me my Jell-O. And she gives me lime, I fucking hate lime Jell-O. So she brings me this lime Jell-O, and I'm like, I couldn't do it. It was disgusting. I'm like, fine honey, you win. I'm going down on you. So the night comes, I'm all prepared, I go down there, I'm doing my thing, and then all of a sudden I hear, Dan, my husband, tie the cherry stems. Well, I'm tying the cherry stems. I'm I hear, Dan, my husband, lick the popsicle. So I started licking the popsicle. Then I hear, Dan, my husband, slurp the Jell-O. I'm slurping the Jell-O. Boom! Comes all over me. I'm thinking, holy fuck, she just Mr. Miyagi me. Saying, pussy, brilliant. That's not a true story, just so you know. So, another story here we have is, Trish and I were with another couple, and he says to me, Dan, whenever I'm walking with my wife, I always make sure I walk on the side where the road is, so that if a car comes, I can push her out of the way and I'm going to risk my life for hers. I'm thinking, that sounds all well and good now, and you're saying that, and you're probably going to get laid tonight, but really? You'll be dead. You shouldn't be banging another guy 2 or 3 years down the road. I'm like, not me. I got Trish standing there, and the other couple standing on the side of the road, just in case. Now here's another little trick I'm going to tell you guys. If you're sick and you're not sure if it's food poisoning or maybe you got the flu, what I like to do is I have sex with Trish, and then if she gets sick the next day, I know it's the flu. That's a joke for me. So our son plays hockey, and this year he finally made it. He's playing single A rep. It's been a long journey, house league, select, MD. Now he's playing A. And as a parent, I think we get more excited about the level that they're playing hockey at than they are. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I think with us parents, whatever level your kid is playing hockey, that kind of shows the grade of DNA that you're passing on. Right? So right now I have single A level sperm, okay? It's not house league, it's not select, okay? I'm at single A. Not quite double A or triple A, it's still some pretty good sperm. Has anybody here ever heard of CrossFit?